My name is Vanessa. I was born in Uganda in a very traditional family.
21-year-old Vanessa Narutaya recounts her childhood days when she was sexually abused by her uncle.
One night before I went to bed, my uncle down the street called for me and asked me to go fetch him a beer. And when I came back, he forced himself on me.
After a session in rehabilitation, Narutaya is now able to freely speak about her ordeal, with hope that many child victims of sexual abuse will get the justice they deserve and also be rehabilitated.
I told my father, and my father told me that my uncle was doing his job to prepare me for marriage and that it was normal.
Many victims of sexual violence are threatened by the attackers, which makes it difficult for them to report such cases to authorities. According to Evelyn Karono Rufafa, a counseling psychologist with Makerere University, sexual violence against children can create long-lasting mental issues.
It goes with trauma, okay? And trauma is deep emotional pain. And therefore, because it may not be physically seen, the person who is handling the case may not know how to handle the other part of the human being that is traumatized.
In most cases, getting justice against perpetrators of sexual violence takes ages, which makes a campaign against them a hard nut to crack. This prevents many from reporting such cases because they believe that justice is not guaranteed.
So they have been defiled, they have been molested, and the culprits go away free because they are not able to receive justice. They are not able to receive healing.
To address the above challenges, Petros Zoe Initiative, a non-governmental organization, is campaigning to establish community action teams to help victims of sexual violence and their families to get justice.
To make sure that we can be behind these girls for them to receive justice, for them to receive safety and healing.
Community action teams consist of local law enforcement officers, probation officers, social workers, prosecutors, medical and mental health professionals, and church leaders working together to develop effective and coordinated strategies for addressing the needs of children impacted by sexual violence.
To see how we can work together and handle these cases as a community, I think that will be the best.
They want police to create a conducive environment for victims of sexual violence to freely share their ordeal without being stigmatized.
And if it's a female child, let it be a female police officer to do the interview. Why? Because to reduce on re-traumatizing the child. Because generally speaking, the child will associate the past trauma to this person, even when they are not the ones who did that to them.
Karono says when police is interviewing the victims to record their statement, it should be done once to save them from the burden of having to repeat the same things every now and then when recording extra statements. They want the government to open its doors to them so that they can work together against child sexual violence.
As a government officer, please listen to us and allow us in. That is what we are asking from the government.
Get in touch with the community development officers at the districts and sub-counties, and especially the probation officers, where they will get support and ensure that whatever they are doing is within the laws of the country, and they will be supported in that way.
According to the 2018 Violence Against Children nationwide survey, 3 out of 4 Ugandans experienced violence in their childhood. Among 18 to 24-year-olds interviewed, 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 6 boys reported experiencing sexual violence during their childhood. Habat Kamoga, NTV.